Frederick picks it up, slides it ahead, and Humil centers it. Goes by Hart. Whalen picks it up at his own blue line, banks it out to center ice. Farrand is there, taking it across the Massena blue line. Dion steals from him, and it comes back to center ice. Frederick, headman pass, knocked down. The bouncing puck picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to feed to McQuaig, intercepted by Hansen. Back to center ice. Here comes Humel, shot from center ice, and it goes high over the net, in behind the net. Trying to center it. It comes to Hurlbut in front. He feeds Hart. Hart trying to go to McQuaig. Hansen intercepts and dumps it back to the Massena blue line in the zone. Back there is Billy Whalen to pick it up. Headman goes to Hurlbut. Hurlbut backhands it as Massena's making a line change here. Coming out will be the Mickey Edwards line. Edwards out there with Tayo and Sovey. The puck comes out to center ice. Big Rob Chilton on the backhand feeds it back into the zone. LaJoie picks it up, outplaying defense for the Berg now, and he dumps it down the ice, goes right on Jeffrey. He leaves it for Chilton. Chilton stops in behind the net, feeds it over on the other side for King. King's headman goes back to him. King bounces off the boards, kicks it ahead, but not out. Here's a bouncing shot, knocked to the blue line. Edwards can't get it out. Now it comes to Edwards again. He bounces it, picked up by the Berg, trying to center it right in front, trying to get the shot off, and Farrand taken out of the play nicely there. Good defensive play. Now the puck comes back to Farrand. Short side shot. Jeffrey makes the save, and Kyle picks it up, but not out. Here's another shot. Bounces wide in the corner, and it's dumped back in behind the net. King after it. Steps by a check. Starts out for Massena. King, headman pass, goes off the skate of Edwards. Sovey follows up, dumps it in. The puck back in the Berg zone. Massena in the middle of a line change again. Now coming back out is Burke's line. Across the blue line, a hard check thrown. Racing to pick it up, Randy Garvey. Garvey with a puck, looking to bring it back to the blue line. Here's Garvey across the blue. Now back to Hansen. Hansen trying to dump it through to Farrand, who dumps it in behind the net. Now it's crossed right in front. Dion picks it up for Massena and starts back the left wing side. Here's Dion across the blue line. In the corner now, looking. Center pass, hits the side of the net. The puck bouncing right in front. Nobody there, and it's picked up by Kevin McDonald. McDonald feeding it ahead. At Latham. Latham crosses the blue line, trying to get by Whalen, and Whalen takes him out of the play. The puck comes free behind the net. Dion throwing a check. The puck tied up, and we'll have a face-off in Massena territory with 12:32 left to go here in period number 1, and no score in the hockey game.
Yeah, the early pressure maybe going to OFA a little bit. A little bit more pressure on Massena than Massena able to put on OFA. Massena yet to have a shot on net. In fact, we've only been in the OFA zone once to have control of the puck. That's when Dion took it in all alone.
Off the face-off, Humel against McQuaig. It comes to Chilton behind the net. Here's Chilton moving it along to Hart. Hart taken out of the play. The puck comes free. Humel picks it up. Here's Humel. He and Chilton jam. The puck comes out to center ice and following down Hart. Here comes Hart. Taking it across left wing side. Slides it in the corner. Back to try to pick it up is LaJoie. He's taken out of the play. Loses the stick. McQuaig takes a poke at it. Has it bounced away from him. Humel trying to get it out of there. King pinches in. The puck slides free. McQuaig after it. He's upended. And the puck underneath him. He's still got it, though, and it's poked away. And here comes Humel. Back to center ice for the Blue Devils. He shoots it from the blue line. The puck bounced back out by Chilton. Picked up by LaJoie. LaJoie has to wait for his wings to get onside. Trying to feed it ahead. It goes in the zone. It'll be a delay offside. If OFA touches the puck, it'll be an offside. King drops it for Chilton, who whistles it around the boards. Now it's Hurlbut with it. And they finally blow the offside.
That was a long delay offside, Jerry, but they did blow the whistle, so the face-off will be just outside the Massena blue line. No score early in the first period. Both coaches changed lines very, very quickly here.
Edwards line back out for Massena, and it'll be, we'll pick him up the Farron line for OFA. Sovey across the blue line, slides it right on, and the save made by Barr, and he's going to cover up.
Not a hard save by Barr. The puck just sort of slid into the crease, so Barr just quickly covers it up. First face-off in the game here will in the OFA zone.
Face-off will come. Off the draw. The puck goes in behind the net. After it is Massena. They can't control, and Farron breaks it out of there. Farron down the left wing side trying to headman to Aarons. It's knocked off his stick. Whalen after it in the corner. Now the puck bouncing free, picked up by Dion, and Dion breaks it out. He's got Tayo with him. Dion takes it across, beats the defenseman. Here's Dion, slides it in, and we got a penalty. The net is off its mooring, and there's going to be a penalty on OFA. That's still Farron as Tom Dion made him look pretty silly with a nice move right through his leg.
He put that puck right through Farron's legs, went around, and of course, as he did, Farron knew he was beat. He had to drag Dion down. As he did, Dion got the shot off. However, the shot, everything, the goalie went into the crease. The net was dislodged, whistle blows. OFA penalty, Massena on the power play.
So the Blue Devils picking up the first penalty of the hockey game. Probably a tripping call. Yeah, that's what it is. McQuaid's out there with Hart and Hurl, but Dion and Chilton. Massena on the power play. Face off in OFA territory. Off the draw, the bouncing puck in the circle. They jam for it. Comes back to Dion at the point. Dion feeds it through to McQuaid. Here's McQuaid taking it right in front. No, he picks it up. He shoots. He scores! Bill McQuaid!
Well, that'll be McQuaid from Dion. I'll tell you, nobody picked him up. I couldn't believe that nobody picked him up. Dion slid the puck along on the right side to McQuaid, and the McQuaid looked, in fact, he was looking to pass. All of a sudden, it just opened up. The defenseman faded back into the net. McQuaid just went in all alone. I'll tell you, that's not a guy you want to go in all alone on the goalie. Massena goes ahead, 1-0 on a power play goal by McQuaid. The assist will go to Dion. I can't believe nobody picked him up.
Looks like the Red Sea parting, didn't it?
Oh, I guess so. Wow.
So Massena takes the early lead here, 1-0.
That took 9 seconds.
And it's a power play goal as Berkspline comes out there against the McDonald line. And let's see here. Martin comes. He was off the ice for a moment, the referee, and an announcement was made about throwing things on the ice. And that's not smart. Off the face-off. The puck comes to King, trying to slide it through to Paquin. Paquin takes it across. Poke checked out to center ice. Back pick it up as King again. Centers to Burke, taken off his stick. Here comes McDonald. Shot from the blue line, deflected high over the net and into the wall, and we'll have a face-off.
You know, I think that's what Massena had to do, Jerry, is get on the scoreboard early in the first period. I think we've seen anytime Massena does not score in the first period, boy, they've been in trouble. But I tell you, it didn't take long. Only 4 minutes and 18 seconds that elapsed, and Massena is on the scoreboard. I think that's what Stan Moore wanted.
Face-off will come just inside Massena territory. McQuaid's line right back out there against the Humel line. They're matching line for line here this evening. And you can bet you're going to see that. Off the draw, the puck comes to Whalen, bangs it for Hart. Hart loses at the blue line, right back in is McCaffrey. McCaffrey dumps it right out. Jeffrey loses it. The puck comes free, and McQuaid picks it up. A little bit of trouble there. McQuaid now takes it across the blue line. Now he waits because Hart got bodied off the blue line. Now Whalen has it poked away, and here's an opportunity for John Frederick looking for Humel, can't find him, and the puck free in the corner. McQuaid picks it up. He's bodied out of the play. Hart comes in to help out, slides it out to center ice. Back for it is Humel, Mike Humel. 10-man pass, Dion intercepts that, crosses the blue line, gets by one check, centering pass right, Hart shot just wide, and I mean just wide. Now Hart picks it up again. No, that's Edwards. Edwards slides it back to the blue line. Whalen tries to get the shot out. Deflected right in front, right on, and the save made. Puck in the corner. Mickey Edwards after it again. As Hart just, he's going to stay on for now. He comes off as we're making a line change here. Puck slides back to the blue line. Sobey gets a piece of it. Trying to keep it in there. It comes right on Barr, and he sticks it back to the blue line, but not out as Whalen keeps it in. Now the puck comes in behind the net. Finally, the Blue Devils clear it to center ice, all the way down the ice, but King is there to play it, so no icing will be called. King's headman pass hits Edwards right on the stick. It's kicked off his stick. The puck bouncing free. Sobey poke checked at the last moment. King has to wait for his wing. Drops it back over to Chilton on the other side. Chilton slides it ahead, takes a shot from center ice, and that's just wide. The goaltender got a piece of it. It went around the boards and up into the crowd.
I think that goal maybe lit a fire under Massena. Since that goal, Massena put a lot of pressure on OFA, where in the early stages of that first period, it seemed to go OFA's way. Massena's ahead, 1-0. Power play goal, Billy McQuaid.
Huco's line out there. You might notice Huco's wearing 16, not 14. Chilton dumps it in behind OFA territory. Paquin after it there. He just looks to tie it up and does. And the faceoff will come in Blue Devil territory with 9:03 left to go in the first period, and Massena leading on a score of 1-0. Bill McQuaid power play goal, the difference right now. Burke's line out there. Burke with Paquin and Parker. And it's Huco's line out there. Huco, Farrand, and Aaron. Off the face-off. Puck bouncing in front back to the blue line. Here comes Farrand. They've got a 2-on-1. Aaron's with him. And it's poke checked away by Chilton on a good defensive play. Chilton trying to bang the boards back to the blue line. Taquin, long headman pass, hits Parker. Parker breaking out of the zone, takes it across, poke checked away. Now Chilton waits for his wings, they're across. He takes it across the blue line, trying to get the shot off. He does right on. The rebound bar is going to cover it up. And we'll have a face-off again in OFA territory. 8:38 left to play. Rob Chilton with a good defensive play as a 2-on-1 was unfolding for OFA, but Chilton didn't let it happen.
And again, both coaches changing those lines. They're changing lines as quickly as I've seen them do all year, Jerry.
But we're not matching anymore. As the McDonald line out there against the McQuaig line. Off the face-off. The puck in the corner. Back to pick it up is Brian Hansen. Hansen around the boards. Whalen takes a whack at it, keeps it in. Controlled by OFA now out to center ice. Hurlbut gets a piece of the long pass. McDonald picks it up, dumps it in Massena territory. In behind the net, Jeffrey leaves it for Whalen. Whalen around the boards for Matt Hart. Hart lets it go through. It's kept in at the point. Bouncing into the slot. Dion picks it up, glubs it ahead, and here comes Massena breaking out again. McQuaig taken out of the play. The puck comes in behind the net. After it is Farrand. Farrand feeds it around the boards. Racing over is Randy Garvey. Garvey's headman kept out, and I think we're going to have a penalty on Massena.
Penalty, Massena hits behind. I think it's called against Matt Hart. So OFA will first time tonight go on the power play.
So Hart gets the gate for a hit from behind, and the Blue Devils will go on the power play here. With 8:02 left to go in the first period, Massena up 1-0. Let's see here. Humel's coming out there. Frederick's out there. McCaffrey. So we're going to have the regular first line for OFA. And on defense, it's going to be Hansen and Farrand. So they don't do anything any differently here on the power play. No, I take that back. They've got Mark Aarons playing the point. Into Massena territory. The puck stolen. And Tayo dumps it down the ice. Tayo out there with Edwards to kill Whalen and Dion. Back to pick it up is Mike Humel. 1:10 left in the power play. Humel takes it across the red line, across the blue line into Massena territory. Gets by the defenseman. Short side shot. Nice save by Jeffrey, and he's on top of it. And a nice rush by Mike Humel.
Good rush by Mike Humel, as really he went in there more or less uncontested. Nobody really picked him up as he went in on that right side. He got the shot off, and a good save made by Greg Jeffrey. He was more or less hit his shoulder, and he quickly pounced on that puck, but pretty good chance for OFA as they are now on the power play.
Now Humel steps back to play the point, and Randy Garvey will take the face-off. McQuaig comes out to draw against him. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Dion. And again, McQuaig wins those draws, doesn't he? Around the boards, in behind the net, kicking it in is Hansen. Dion's there. He slides it, gets by a check, brings it, bounces off the boards. The puck taken away by Garvey right across the goal mouth, and goes in behind the net off Jeffrey's stick. Now Dion coming after it. Back to the point, Aarons. Aarons going across to Humel, poked away from him, and it's dumped down the ice. And Barr is going to play it. Trying to play it ahead. I'll tell you what, McQuaig almost got a piece of that. Here comes Humel. He is knocked down. The puck comes to the blue line. Dion bangs it right back out again. 20 seconds. Here's McQuaig, knocked off the puck. Aarons with it, takes a whack at it, back to Humel. Humel, head man to Dion. Dion loses. Here's Aarons breaking in the zone. Aarons trying to go across in front of the net. He centers it. Bouncing puck picked up by McQuaig. Backhands it down the ice. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and Massena has killed off the first OFA power play as Matt Hart steps back into the box. Now the puck bouncing free. It comes across the Massena blue line. Controlled there by LaJoy. Now back out to center ice. Racing for it is Tayo. Tayo and Garvey. And LaJoy, or I should say Garvey, picks it up and held it. And that's going to be a delay of game, I think.
I think it's delay of game to OFA. That's right.
You can't do that. You can't pick the puck up and carry it with you.
Garvey did. Well, what happened? He lost his stick, Jerry. And as he lost his stick, he had the puck up in his hands, and he just carried that puck. He carried 20, 30 feet or more. So a delay of the game to OFA's Garvey. Massena will have their second power play of the night.
6:11 left in the first period. 1-0. Massena leading on a power play goal. as the McQuaig line right back out there with Hart and Hurlbut. Now let's see here. We've got LaJoy out there along with Alberto. And it's Farrand and Hugo, I believe, off the faceoff. Puck in the slot. They jam for it. It's bounced back down the ice by the Blue Devils. Jeffrey stops and leaves it for Tommy Dion. Dion, headman to McQuaig. McQuaig starts back for Massena. Steps by a check. Here's McQuaig across the blue line. Dumps it for Hart. Hart breaking into the corners. Massena sets up the power play. Hart has it poke checked away. Getting it there is Farrand. Bounces it down the ice. And is stopped by Jeffrey. Feeds it ahead for Dion. Poked away, but Dion gets it. Starts back for Massena. Hits McQuaig on the headman again. McQuaig takes it across the blue line. In the slot, trying to get the shot off. It's bounced back to the blue line. Poked away. Here comes OFA breaking down the ice. Aaron, he's going to shoot it from center ice. Jeffrey makes the save. Now the puck in the corner. Massena breaking back with 40 seconds left in the power play. Here's McQuaig across the blue line again. Trying to slide it back to Dion. Dion's got some room, but decides not to take the shot. He gets it to McQuaig instead. McQuaig right front, and it's stolen away there by OFA. They dump it down the ice again. Now back for it is Chilton. Jeffrey and Chilton bang at it. The puck comes free, and it comes right front. A short side shot is just wide, and a good chance for OFA. 10 seconds left in the power play. Here's Mickey Edwards across the blue line now. Offside.
Way offside.
So that power play will go for naught, as Massena a little bit unorganized that time.
Yeah, a little bit unorganized. That the center man can't make his move before he gets to the blue line. He's got to make it afterwards. His winger was about 15 feet outside that time. All right, power play. 5 seconds to go in the power play. The Burke line out there for Massena.
Facing off will be Kevin McDonald off the draw. King just dumps it in OFA territory. In behind the net. After it, there's Brian Hansen. Feeds around the boards, and it's dumped down the ice. That'll be an icing call, I think. Yep.
All right,
the penalty had expired.
All right, the penalty had expired, and OFA just throwing it out of their own zone all the way down into Massena. And the icing call will be back in the OFA zone. Massena unable to score on that power play. It's 4:35 to go first period. Massena leads 1-0.
Burke's line stays out there. Dion comes out to play point along with Whalen. And it'll be McDonald's line for OFA. 1-0 Massena. Off the faceoff. Puck in the circle. They jam for it. And breaking out is the Blue Devils as they get it out to center ice. That's Hugo dumping it in behind the net. Dion is there from Massena. He shovels it around for Parker. Parker has Garvey on him. Garvey pokes it away, and it comes to Whalen. Whalen drops it over to Dion behind the net. Dion starts it out for Massena. Steps by a check. There's Dion. Headman pass. Goes all the way in on Barr, and he'll have to play it. It comes right there to Brian Hansen. Hansen and Burke jam for it. Latham picks up the puck. He's met, and the puck slides out to center ice. It's controlled by Garvey. Garvey tries to get the shot off. It slides across the blue line, deflected. Latham picks it up into the corner. Burke with it. Feeds it ahead for Hurlbut. Has Massena in the middle of a line change. Hurlbut to Hart. Hart takes it across the blue line. Drops it for Dion. Dion over to Hurlbut, a little bit behind him. Puck comes in the corner, picked up by Hansen. Hansen gets forecheck. McQuaig's going to race in after it in the corner. OFA zone. Here's McQuaig. Looking for somebody to pass to. And it's taken away. Now McQuaig gets it back again, has it poked checked away again, and it slides out to Chilton at center ice. Chilton loses it. It comes to King at his own blue line from Massena. Headman pass to McQuaig. McQuaig takes it across the blue line, trying to check out of the play. The puck comes free in the corner. McQuaig jamming for it in behind the net. Now Sobey trying to dump it back to the blue line. The puck around the board. Sobey going after it. It finally slides free, and the Blue Devils clear it out to center ice. Here comes an opportunity for McCaffrey ahead to Frederick. Frederick shoots it. It's deflected up into the clock.
Good play by King. King took Fredericks that time as he was all alone as Chilton got caught up ice, and it was a 2-on-1 situation. And King just stepped in, put his stick there, and he shot deflected off King's stick over the glass. Face off in the Massena zone. 1-0 Massena.
Humel will face off against Edwards. Face off right side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Humel out there with McCaffrey and Frederick. And on defense, it's Alberto and LaJoy. No, excuse me, Alberto and Farrand. Off the face. Puck comes to Whalen. Bounces for Dion. Dion trying to hit his headman. Hits a skate instead. Comes side of the net. Dion gets it again. He's going to carry it. Here's Dion across the blue line out to center ice. He gets a shot right on. The save made by Barr goes into the corner. Tile racing for it along with Farron. Farron takes him out of the play. The puck slides free. Here's Solvey trying to feed it through to Edwards. The puck bouncing around in the corner. The Blue Devils, Humel, clears it out of there. Here's Humel. Fakes the shot. Goes across the blue line. Poke check back out to center ice. Now here's Alberto dumping it back into Massena territory. And OFA is going to make a line change. Whalen with the puck now for Massena. Whalen slides it ahead. Takes it out to center ice across the red line. He winds the big shot way wide as Massena wants a line change. Now Farron with it. Out to center ice. Intercepted. Here's Parker across the blue line. He's met right there and upended. And the puck picked up by the Blue Devils. Hugo. And he dumps it back into Massena territory. King after it. Bangs it off the boards. Back to the blue line. Hugo's got it. Trying to slide it through. King gets a piece of it. Taken away from him by Farron. Farron right through the middle. It goes to Farron again, and Chilton steps in there, and he's upended. And Paquin comes back for it. In behind the net, Paquin around the boards for Parker. Parker skates back, has it poked away. Chilton throws the check. The puck comes free. Paquin picks it up, slides it ahead. Chilton has it in his skates. He can't control it. Goes back to the point. Brian Hansen winds the shot. Fired wide. Whistles around the boards, back to the blue line. They knock it down in front. Here's an opportunity, and it comes free to Burke, and he breaks it out of there. Massena having a little trouble getting out that time, but Burke's going to dump it in as Massena will make a line change. And the McQuaig line comes back on, and Hart's out there forechecking already. Now the puck bouncing in a corner. McQuaig picks it up after a hard check trying to center it. Bounces back to the blue line. Whalen shot, knocked down in front, right on the rebound. No rebound as Hurlbut was there, but Barr held on. And with 57 seconds left in the first period, it remains 1-0 Massena.
Pretty good deflection by Hurlbut. He was right in the slot. The puck came by. He deflected it into right into goalie Rob Barr. And as you say, there was no rebound on it. Covered up. Face off in the OFA zone. 57 seconds to go. First period. Massena 1. OFA no score.
McDonald's line against the McQuaig line. Face off in the circle. Hurlbut picks it up. He can't control it. Back to the blue line it goes. Dion keeps it in. His shot goes wide. And around the boards it comes. Garvey takes a whack at it out to center ice. Here's Hurlbut. Bangs it ahead for McQuaig. Here's McQuaig crossing the blue line. In the slot. McQuaig shot. Hit the goal post. In the corner. Hart tries to tie it up behind the net. It slides free. Centers it right in front. And McQuaig was too well tied up. And back the other way comes McDonald. Poked away from him. The puck comes free. Hurlbut. Hurlbut met by Alberto. Hurlbut gets up, and Alberto lifts it into Massena territory with 18 seconds left. Here's Whalen in behind the net. Around the boards it goes for Dion. 13 seconds. Dion breaks it out of there. Here comes Dion across the blue line. Bounces it. It comes to McQuaig. McQuaig has it poked away, and it slides out to center ice. And McDonald lost his stick as the buzzer sounds. And the first period ends, and that was a fast first period.
Oh, it sure was.
And it's 1-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. Reg will have the stats for you in a moment. But first of all, we want to tell you that our broadcast was brought to you by North Country Savings Bank, Phillips Street, Massena, by the Reynolds Metals Company, 5 Grass River Road, Massena, St. Lawrence Reduction Plan. Frederick, and let's see here. We've got Humel and Hansen playing the points on this power play. McQuaig out there to kill it off. It comes to Whalen. He dumps it into OFA territory. McQuaig out there with Hurlbut. And it's Whalen and Dion. In behind the net, Humel trying to hit his winger. Ahrens dumped off the puck. Now Frederick takes it in the zone. Dion takes a whack at it, bounces, but not out. Here's a quick shot, knocked down in front. And I don't know if it got through on Jeffrey or not, but Frederick has the puck in the corner. Centers it, intercepted by McQuaig. McQuaig finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. Good opportunity there for OFA. Now Humel coming back for it. In behind his own net. He starts out for the Blue Devils. Long left wing pass. Here's Ahrens breaking across. He stops about halfway in. Poke checked away by Dion, who shovels it back out to center ice. Back there is Humel again. Takes it across the blue line. Backhands it deep in Massena territory. Puck in behind the net. Jeffrey leaves it for Whalen. Whalen to Dion. Dion has it taken away. Centering pass knocked down. Back to the point. Humel trying to get the shot off. Ahrens, his shot through a screen. Jeffrey makes the save. It goes in behind the net. Whistled up into the crowd, and the faceoff will come in Massena territory with 18 seconds left in the power play and 13:48 left in the second period. Massena leading 1-0. Let's see here. We got the second penalty killing unit out there. Mickey Edwards out, along with Jeff Tile. Chilton and King will be the two defensemen. And the Blue Devils will make a change as well with 18 seconds left. Or I think they will. Maybe not. No? Well, Hugo is going to come out to center. LaJoy playing the point now, along with another defenseman. It comes over to Alberto. Alberto's shot goes in behind the net. Hits the side of the net. After it is King. He can't quite come up. Now he steals the puck and starts out. Finding the hole, but not out. The puck bouncing free in the slot. Quick shot. Gloved by Jeffrey. That was knocked down by Chilton, I think. He got a stick on it. Took the mustard off that shot. And Jeffrey had an easy save. 1 second left in the OFA power play. 13:31 second period. Still 1-0 for Massena. Edwards will take the face against Hugo. Off the draw. The puck comes. Here's a quick shot. They fired it wide from the point. And Chilton's got it. And the penalty is up. And he lugs it out to center ice. Now it's dumped back in. Comes back out again. And Tile's got it. Tile dumps it down the ice. In behind the net. Barr stops it there. And leaves for his defenseman, Bruce LaJoy. LaJoy trying to hit the head man. They got a man breaking in, but King's there to stop the play. Dump it back out to center ice, down the ice. That'll be an icing on Massena.
That is definitely an icing, but I think Massena want to get in a change anyway. Whalen and Zion coming out for Massena. Let's see, it'll probably be the Burke line coming out up front for Massena. Face-off is on the icing, back into Massena zone. It's 1-0 with 13:05 to go in the second period. 1-0 Massena.
Latham will take the face-off now. McDonald and Garvey out with him. And it's going to be Farron and Hansen at the points. Off the face, puck comes in behind the net. Dion is there for the Raiders. Starts out. Circles. Looking for somebody to pass to. Nobody there, so now he passes ahead for Parker. Goes off his leg. Slides in OFA territory. Right on Barr. Sticks it back out to center ice. Comes to Whalen. Whalen takes a whack at it. Bounces it ahead for Parker. Parker poke checked away at the blue line. Hansen. Now Whalen. Whalen loses it. McDonald takes a whack at it. He can't control it. It comes to Lathan. Lathan intercepted by Paquin. Here comes Paquin across the blue line. Takes it into the corner. Has it poke checked away. Burke picks it up. Here's Burke circling behind the net. Taken away from him. Nice defensive play by Farron. Feeds it around the boards, but not out as Dion pinching in keeps it in. Now Massena making another line change. In behind the net is Brian Hansen. He starts to move it out. Hansen dumps it to the blue line. Dion intercepts. He's got the puck, centering it back out to center ice, slides all the way in OFA territory, and Barr is going to leave it for Farron. He wheels it around the boards. Hurlbut is there, looking for McQuaig. He can't get the pass off. Hart comes behind the net, hits the back of the net. It's picked up by Garvey. Garvey bounces it to center ice. Dion is there to bring it back across. Here comes Dion through the middle, feeding McQuaig. McQuaig can't find it. Bounces back to Hart. Hart has it bounce over his stick, and the Blue Devils break it out again. Mike Hummel, in the corner, trying to get it in front. Centering pass right in front. They jam at it. Puck bouncing free. It goes underneath Jeffrey, and the puck is tied up, and we'll have a whistle. And I think we're going to have a charging call against Massena.
I thought there might be one on that play.
Matt Hart picks up his third penalty for charging.
Well, Hart came from almost center ice and really cleared him out in front of the net as the puck really was just sitting there. But he cleared out the front of that net, and as he did, he was called for charging. So, again, OFA goes on a power play.
This time, Hummel will center it. And he is going to have Frederick and McCaffrey up front. Alberto will play 1 point along with LaJoy off the faceoff. It comes to Chilton. Bangs it around the boards into the corner. After it, there is McCaffrey, moving it along the boards. Drops it back to the point. LaJoy. LaJoy dumps it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey in the corner. Looking to move it around. Bounces it. The puck in the slot. Bounces back to the blue line. LaJoy loses it. It comes out to center ice. Alberto with it. Over to LaJoy. LaJoy dumps it into the blue line. Poke checked into the corner by McCaffrey. Hummel going after it along with Chilton. Hummel throws the check. Frederick picks up the puck. Here's Frederick. Back to the point, Alberto. Quick shot, right on the save. The rebound, another shot knocked down by King. The puck comes free. King after it. Takes a whack at it. We're going to have a slashing call. And it's going to go against OFA, I believe. Yeah, it is. It's going to go against, I think, Mike Hummel. And that'll even things up here with 52 seconds left in the Massena penalty. And then Massena will go on a short power play. Edwards, now we're going to have a change as Burke and Paquin come out. Dion and Whalen stay. Ahrens, Ferrand, and McCaffrey out there, I believe. Off the face-off. Puck to Whalen. Whalen in behind the net, being bothered. Whistles it around the boards. It comes to Ahrens. Ahrens trying to move it through. Dumps it in front. It's picked up by Paquin. Paquin stops. Now he goes the other way and starts back out. Paquin lugs it to center ice. Taken into the boards. Burke has it poke checked away. Puck in behind the net. Tom Dion after it. Dion steps by a check. Starts out. Here's Dion getting by another check. We have an injured OFA player on the ice. And let's see, who is that? I think that's Ahrens.
Right, Mark Ahrens, I believe. I think he
Hurt his ankle from the looks of it.
looked like his ankle or foot or something, I believe, as he...
Yeah, or his knee.
He jammed into the boards behind the net, went down. Of course, as he did, referee Mike St. Louis saw he was hurting and down. He blew the whistle, and they're tending to him right now. He's holding his shin or ankle, I think, Jerry.
He tried to throw a check on Dion,
Right.
and Dion stepped by.
Dion just
And he went into the boards.
He went into the boards, and as he did, I think he twisted his ankle. They're tending to him now. Both teams, of course, have a man in the penalty box. Massena's Hart still in the penalty box with 24 seconds to go in his charging penalty. Then the OFA's Humel picked up a slashing call, and Humel has a minute and 2 seconds to go in his penalty. So Massena will have like a 40-second power play when Hart gets back on the ice. Right now, they're skating 4 aside.
10:30 left to play, second period. Last score we had from Potsdam-Canton. Potsdam leading early in the second, 2-0 over Canton. And now Aaron's getting up slowly. It looks like it was his knee that was injured. Taking the faceoff, gets it to Dion. Dion over to Whalen. Whalen starts out for the Raiders. Bangs it ahead into OFA territory. Ferrand after it. Plays it in behind the net around the boards. Goes back to the point. Dion. Dion steps by a check. Takes it into the corner. Slides it through. Nobody there. Now Hurlbut picks it up. Here's Hurlbut. Back to Dion. Oh, too hard. It comes out to center ice. Massena's got their man back in a power play for 30 seconds or so. Hurlbut trying to poke it ahead, and McQuaig has to come back for it. Steps by a check. Here's McQuaig. Feeding it ahead for Hurlbut. Drop pass to McQuaig. He's in the slot. Gets a shot off. Nice save. The puck knocked down, I should say. And the puck comes free. Bouncing in the corner. McQuaig after it. Poke checks it back to Whalen. Whalen gets a quick shot off. The shot right on. And we're going to have matching minors, I believe. Yep.
Right.
Matching minors. Hart's going right back in the box.
Again.
And going off with him this time will be Bill Ferrand. So with 13 seconds left in the Humel penalty, Massena will again have will have a 4-on-3 power play for about 13 seconds. And then they'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders again. Matt Hart's been in the box, what, that 4 times now or 5?
4 times.
Now let's see. Face-off will be in OFA territory. McQuaig will take the draw. It looks like John Ferrand will face off against McQuaig. Chilton now comes out to play the point for Massena. Want to get that extra gun out there. Off the face-off, puck in the circle, back to the point. Dion trying to keep it in, and he can't. It slides out to center ice. Chilton waiting for his wing, slides it through, goes into the corner, and it's dumped by OFA down the ice, and that'll take care of the penalty as Humel comes back out on the ice. Ahead to Hurlbut. Hurlbut feeding it through to McQuaig. Humel takes him out of the play, and the puck dumped down the ice again. That time it'll be an icing call against OFA. And the face-off will move back into OFA territory. 9:19 left, second period. We're still 1-0 Massena.
Both teams skating 4 aside as Hart for Massena and Ferrand OFA. Both in the penalty box on a roughing call. They'll be matching minors. Face-off back in the OFA zone. Massena leads by a score 1-0. That goal being scored in the first period by Billy McQuaig.
Now Edwards and Sobey come out. And let's see here. Humel will take the face-off for OFA. Also LaJoy and Alberto out there. And Frederick off the draw. The puck in the circle. Sobey tries to get a piece of it. He's got the puck. Short side shot. The save made. The rebound is underneath him and the whistle blows. As Sobey almost had himself one there.
That was close. The shot was right on, but Rob Barr quickly covered up and not giving him up the rebound as he did. Sobey was right there to pick up that rebound. Face off again in the OFA zone.
Oh, Mickey Edwards coming over the bench for something. Now he heads back into the circle. And LaJoie comes off for something. And let's see here. Coming back on is going to be, see who is that? Tolman. Tolman wasn't supposed to play tonight, but he's out there. And the puck comes to King. King whacks it ahead. Sovey. Puck poked free. That should have been an offside, but they didn't call it. Now Sovey comes back the other way, and it comes out to center ice. Here's Tolman with it. Headman pass knocked down. Hummel goes after it and dumps it in Massena territory. Chilton back for it. Kicks it ahead, has it poke checked away, gets it back again. Chilton's so big, it's hard to get around. Dumps it right in front, but King clears it to the blue line out to center ice. Here comes Edwards. Edwards breaking in on Tolman, tries to slide by him, loses his stick, tries to tie it up in the corner. The puck comes free, and it's Frederick moving it back to the blue line. Out to center ice. They've got a partial 2-on-1. Tolman breaking in. His shot goes wide. Whistles around the boards and slides all the way around the ice and back out to center ice. Here's Frederick with it for OFA. Back into his own zone. 6 seconds left in the matching minors. Frederick, long headman pass. That'll be an icing call against OFA.
He tried to hit John Ferens going on the ice, but the puck was way ahead of Ferens. So went into the Massena zone over the goal line. So icing called on OFA. It'll be back in the OFA zone. We got 8:12 to go in the second period. Massena leads by a score of 1-0, and there's 1 second left in the matching minors to Hart of Massena and Ferren of OFA.
Burke's line out there now, or 2/3 of Burke's line, I should say. Burke and Paquin, Whalen and Dion. Facing off will be Ferren. Off the draw. Puck in behind the net. Penalties are up as Ferren comes back, the other Ferren back on the ice. Dion pinching in the corner. He's still got the puck. In behind the net, stops. Here's Dion. Centers it. He's got it right front. Short side shot. Nice backhander by Dion. The save made, and the puck back to the blue line and out to center ice. Intercepted by Whalen. He comes back the other way. Takes it across. Whalen doing some moving and grooving, but doesn't get through. And Parker picks it up and slides it. Try to go into the corner. It's underneath him. And the faceoff will be just outside OFA territory. 7:44 left to go in period number 2. It's 1-0 Massena.
And Sandmore sends his first line out there, McQuaig, Hart, and Hurlbut to take this face-off, which is just outside the OFA blue line.
Let's see here. John Ferren's going to take the face-off. He's out there with McCaffrey. And, no, wait a minute. We're going to have a change here.
They're going to change, I think, there.
Oh, we got a new score in the Canton game. 3-2 Canton, the end of 2.
Okay. We said Canton was going to get on the scoreboard, Jerry. I guess we were right.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Patterson, thank you. Off the face-off, Whalen with the puck over to Dion, dumps it, bounces right on. Barr leaves it in the corner. Back there around the boards is Brian Hansen trying to move it out. Puck to the blue line. Whalen keeps it in. Feeds for Hart. Hart tries to slide it through. Nobody there. And it's back to center ice. We got a 3-on-2 for the Berg. Led by Hummel. Hummel drop pass. Bringing it across the slot. It's knocked down. Hummel's got it in the corner trying to center it. And McQuaig takes him out of the play and bounces the puck around the boards. Billy McQuaig doing a good job back checking there. Here's Hart. Hitting Dion. Dion across the blue line to Hart offside.
Yeah, that puck just came back out. So one of those out and ins. Referee Mike St. Louis standing right on the blue line said, hey, that's offside. Whistle blows. Both, let's see, both teams will change lines. Be Tile, Edwards, and Sylvie out there from Massena. Chilton and King back on defense.
We're going to have Ferren centering a line of Garvey, and we'll pick up the other in a moment. As that was Aaron, or Latham rather, and he loses the puck. Chilton carries it back. Here's Chilton right across the slot, gets the shot off the save. The rebound bounces right in front, and it's into the corner by Garvey. Now Tayo centers to Edwards, and he misfired on it, and the puck slides out to center ice. Big Chilton with the puck again. Here's Chilton waiting for his wings, dumps it across the blue line, into the corner, now back out again off the stick of Latham. Now the puck stolen. Edwards, he has it taken away. Ferren picks it up. That's John Ferren, bringing it down and dumping it, and it goes in behind Massena net. Jeffrey leaves it for King. King, headman pass, out, but not quite out. Following it up, now the puck comes through the middle, knocked down by Chilton. Chilton's had a good game so far. He slides it out to center ice. We have a whistle. We're going to have matching minors, I believe. That happened behind the play, right in front of goaltender Jeffrey, as King and Ed Latham mixed it up. So Darren King and Ed Latham will each get roughing calls, I would imagine. 6:23 left to play here. Period number 2, still 1-0 from Massena. Well, Dion and Whalen come out. And let's see here. For Massena, it's going to be Burke and Paquin. And for OFA, we've got McCaffrey out there along with Humel. Off the face-off. Puck controlled. Here comes Frederick across the blue line, dropping for Humel, poked away by Dion. Dion starts back, 2-on-1 with Burke. Dion takes it across, has it poke-checked away, and it's back off Humel's stick to center ice. Now Paquin has to wait for his wings, but I think it's a delay offsides call anyway. And the puck around the boards. It's a funny bounce, and they'll blow it dead there. And the faceoff will move outside OFA territory. 6 minutes even left to go, second period. 1:07 in the matching minors. And the faceoff moves out to center ice, just outside OFA territory. 1-0 Massena.
The 1-0 is starting to look a little bigger all the time here, Jerry.
Yeah, we still have about half the game to go.
Half the game, but the goals aren't coming very easy. Not a lot of shots on net really here in the second period.
Both teams playing pretty well in their own end.
Yeah, they are. Playing good defensive hockey.
Off the faceoff, puck to the OFA blue line. Back there is Hansen. Hansen slides it ahead for Humel. Humel with it, steps by a check. Long headman pass, intercepted. McQuaig after it, slides it through. Hurlbut takes it across back to McQuaig. Here's McQuaig. And I think they did call an offside.
Oh, they called an offside. I'll tell you, that was awful close. A lot of moaning and groaning by the Massena fans. But referee Butch Martin was right on the blue line. But I'll tell you, that was close. Smooth.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to call that one.
No, I don't think so.
I think I'll go with the referee because he was right there. McQuaig will face it off. There's 48 seconds left in the matching minors. As now we got to change the Edwards line, or 2/3 of the Edwards line comes out. Chilton and Dion will be playing the points. Off the face-off. Puck comes to Tayo. Tayo steps by a check, brings it across. Tayo now putting on the jet, stops about halfway out, feeding to Edwards, goes right underneath his stick. And the puck whacked at. We have a whistle. We're going to have a high stick, and it's going to go against OFA.
Let's see, that's going to go...
John Farron.
Against John Farron of OFA, a high stick call, so Massena will go on a power play.
And for 36 seconds, it'll be 4-on-3, and then after that, a 5-on-4. And the McQuaig line comes, or 2/3 of the McQuaig line coming back out. McQuaig and Hurlbut. And let's see here. Out takes face-off. I think that's McCaffrey. And he's out there along with Alberto. And we'll pick up the other one in a moment. Comes to Chilton. Gets a shot off. Side of the net. Left in behind. Alberto sticks it around the boards. And it stays up on the puck board out to center ice. He couldn't have put that one any better. Now it's Dion. Taking it across the blue line. Into the corner. Dropping for Hurlbut. Hurlbut feeds to Dion right in the slot. Right in front. McQuaig to Hurlbut. Score!
What a power play goal that was. I tell you, they never let OFA touch that puck. That's like you do it on the board, on the chalkboard, Jerry. Oh, really a nice goal. Let's see, that's
Hurlbut from McQuaig and Dion. A beautiful pass play.
Oh, that was beautiful pass play. I tell you, Hurlbut had it, when you say an open net, he had a wide open net, as it was Dion and Dan McQuaig. Massena goes ahead, 2-0, on another power play goal.
It's a beauty, too.
Well, we said that OFA cannot get in penalty problems because of the Massena power play, and I think that it's definitely true. Massena's picked up 2 power play goals.
5:08 left to play here in period number 2. 2-0 Massena. McQuaig stays out there. Now we make a change as Edwards comes out. And we're waiting for somebody to come out. They're determining the penalty situation for OFA. Puck comes back into Massena territory. Big Chilton back for it. Humel trying to forecheck. Chilton brings it right in front of the net, but Tayo is there. Ahead to Edwards. Edwards bangs it off the boards. Gets it into the zone, but it's picked up right there by McCaffrey. McCaffrey the other way. Into the zone, follows it himself. Whalen trying to take it away from him. Edwards steps in to help out. Centers it. Here comes King, who's out of the box now. He's going to break it and dump it deep into OFA territory. 4:40 left to play second period. 2-0 Massena. Here's Tayo stealing the puck in the corner. Jamming for it. Puck still free, and it comes to John Frederick. Frederick starts out now on the right side for the Blue Devils. Frederick breaking out across the blue line, gets through, slides it in front, but Chilton is there to knock it down. Bangs it off the boards out to center ice. Right back in again, but out. And the offside's waved off. Here's Chilton taking it across the blue line, poked away from him, and back the other way comes Hummel. Hummel feeding it ahead for Garvey, streaking. He's got Frederick trying to slide it through. Jeffrey out of the net, sticks it into the corner. Puck comes free in behind the net, slides to Chilton. Chilton whistles around the boards, kept in at the point by Hansen. Hansen shot knocked down, and Whalen picks it up. We have a penalty, an interference call, and I think it'll go against Chilton.
Yeah, that's going to go against Rob Chilton. But I'll tell you, Rob Chilton has done a good job clearing out in front of that net. And when you clear out in front of that net, every once in a while you're going to get an interference call, and he did that time. But I tell you, he's done a good defensive job here all evening for Massena. Chilton will go in the penalty box.
And OFA will go on the power play once again. Faceoff will come, I believe, just inside Massena territory. John Farron will take the faceoff. Off the draw comes right to Dion, and he wastes no time. Feeds it down right on, saved by Barr. Barr's going to leave it for LaJoie, who's out there with Alberto. Also out, Randy Garvey has the puck poke checked away, offside. As Bill McQuaig was still in the zone, he couldn't get out in time.
He was still in the zone, but really, it's not a bad move, even if you get the offside
That's
call.
right.
You're trying to kill a penalty. You're trying to kill a little bit of time, take the momentum away from the team with the power play. Okay, the OFA man came back on the ice. That was Aarons, who was hurt there. He's back on the ice. He's skating over to the box.
That's
apparently he's all right.
Yep. Off the faceoff, the puck slides into OFA territory. Alberto trying to feed it over to Bruce LaJoie. LaJoie, long left wing pass to Alberto, and he carries it to center ice. He's going to take a shot, knocked down in front, picked up by McQuaig, and he lifts it back out to center ice. And LaJoie trying to play it back in his own zone. 58 seconds in the power play. LaJoie's headman goes to Massena territory. Alberto racing into the corner after it. Trying to center it. Dion pokes it away momentarily. Alberto centers it. It comes free, back out to the blue line, poked away, kept in momentarily by LaJoie. McQuaig gets a piece of it, trying to tie it up along the boards. The puck slides free. Alberto picks it up, trying to dump it over on the other side. Garvey backhands it in the corner. In behind the net now. They jam for it. That's Latham. Now picking it up is Farron. Dion takes it away from him. Latham tries to tie it up. The puck still free, and finally the whistle blows with 22 seconds left in the OFA power play. Face-off will be in Massena territory to the left of goaltender Greg Jeffrey.
OFA does not control the puck very well on the power play. I notice they come out of their own end. They try those long passes, which work 1 out of 10 times usually. And then when they get it in Massena's zone, they really don't seem to have any kind of a set pattern at all. They just sort of throw the puck around.
It's going to be, let's see here, Mark Aarons taking the face-off. It comes to Frederick. Back to Hansen. Hansen into Frederick. Poked away. Comes back to the blue line. 16 seconds left. Hansen shot. Deflected into the corner. After it, Tayo, he leaves it for Dion, who finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. 6 seconds left in the penalty. In behind the net, Hummel is going to pick it up. Here's Hummel, starting back, takes it across. Penalty is up. And Chilton just throws a check. Feeding it ahead for Edwards. Edwards going to break in. We have a whistle. Matching minors.
We got matching minor. Also, we got another penalty as I think Farron
hauled down Edwards.
So it'll be 2 OFA players in the box, 1 Massena player in the box.
So Chilton just steps out and picks up a penalty. And Hummel, if you're going to take somebody, you might as well take Hummel with you, right?
Right.
Hummel's in the box. And I don't know if that other penalty is going to stand or not.
I believe it will, because the whistle, I don't believe the whistle had blown, but maybe, all right, maybe the whistle had blown, because, all right, the other penalty is not going to count. Face-off will be in the OFA zone. They'll just be matching minors to OFA Massena.
So it's even Steven, 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders for the next minute and 30. Barring any more penalties. A lot more penalties this second period.
Oh, I guess so.
Edwards will take the face-off for Massena. Off the draw, the puck controlled by the Devils. Brian Hansen starts out for Blue Devils. Headman pass across the blue line. Here comes Farron, or Frederick, I should say. He's taken out of the play by King. The puck slides free, and it's picked up there by Tayo, and he starts back. Headman pass goes by Edwards out to center ice. Dumped back by Hansen to the blue line. King follows up. Goes back to Hansen at the OFA blue line. Now the head man again. Here comes McCaffrey across on the off wing. In behind King, centers it. Whalen's there to knock it down, and he comes after it. Here's Whalen stepping by a check. A little fancy footwork there for Bill Whalen, and he breaks it across the red line. Into the zone. Here's Whalen in the corner looking. Drops it in behind the net. Nobody there to pass to, and the puck comes the other way. McCaffrey, long head man pass. Dion intercepts at center ice. Takes it across. He is upended. The puck comes free. Burke follows up into the zone and steers it into the corner. 33 seconds in the matching minors. Puck around the boards. Dion again. He's got it in the corner, trying to slide it through. It's taken off his stick. Back the other way comes Brian Hansen. Hansen taking it in on the right side. Here's Hansen. Centering pass goes by everybody. Back to the blue line. Poke checked in the corner. It's Paquin for Massena to Whalen. Whalen goes around the boards, and Hansen pinches in, trying to center it. The puck bounced back to the blue line, out to center ice. Here's Latham. He comes off the bench to LaJoy. LaJoy dumps it back in. 2 seconds in the matching minors as the puck comes to Dion. Dion steps by a check, moves the puck along, has it poke checked away, gets it back again, feeding to Chilton, who's out of the box. And Chilton headmans it. Paquin upended. The puck comes free. Chilton follows it, takes it in the zone, feeds it in the corner, and follows it. In behind the net, it's Alberto. Poked away from him. Hard check thrown by Chilton. Back the other way comes OFA. Breaking down is Hummel. Hummel across the blue line. 3-on-2. The shot right on. The save. The rebound right in front goes into the corner. With 20 seconds left, Dion's got it. Headman pass. Out to center ice. Hurlbut to McQuaig. McQuaig trying to take it across the blue line. He's knocked down. The puck comes free. Comes back for it. McQuaig stepping by some checks. Feeds it to Hart. Hart trying to center shot. Fired it wide with 5 seconds left. Now McQuaig in the corner. Massena trying to get the puck. 1 second. Hurlbut can't get the shot off before the buzzer sounds. And period number 2 is over with Massena leading it on a score of 2-0. Our broadcast this evening being brought to you by the following sponsors. By Collins Brothers, East Orvis Street, Massena. Frederick comes back, drops it back to the blue line. Hansen. Now Hurlbut throws the check, trying to tie it up. It's skated out of there. Whalen gets a piece of it, or that's Hart rather, and it comes back to Dion at the blue line. Dion hits the back. Whalen follows and dumps it in OFA territory. Barr stops it behind the net. Around the boards it comes, breaking out of there. McCaffrey. It's stolen by Hurlbut. Hurlbut steps by a check as it poked away. Back out to center ice, Tom Dion. Dion ahead to McQuaig. McQuaig takes it in right side. Now right across, gets a shot off. Fired it wide. Puck around the boards out to center ice. Chilton's out there. Feeds it ahead to lay off sides, but the Blue Devils clear it. Now Hurlbut with it. Hart picks it up, feeds it ahead for McQuaig. Here comes McQuaig, trying to get the shot off. He can't. Taken out of the play by Hansen. The puck comes free around behind the net. And the Blue Devils break it out of there. Here comes Hugo. Long headman pass goes off Aaron's leg, and I think he's still hurting. As he is not going too quickly. He's the guy that was injured. The puck comes in the corner now. Massena trying to slide it out of there. It's poke checked nicely by Chilton, who made a good play. Now the puck comes free back to center ice in the zone. Here comes an opportunity for the Blue Devils, and Chilton makes a good play, but I think they called an offsides or something before that happened.
Delayed offside, but I'll tell you, a number of times Chilton has made really some good defensive plays tonight. He has not been involved in the scoring, but defensively he has played very, very well.
I think he's been content to pretty much play the defensive defenseman, and he's done a good job of it. Of course, he's a big kid, and he uses that size to his advantage. Off the faceoff, puck back to the red line. Picked up there by LaJoy. Headman pass, intercepted by Edwards. He kind of overskates it. Back the other way come the Blue Devils. Farron breaking in on the left wing. Here's Farron dropping it right in front, and we're going to have a penalty on Chilton. And Massena touches the puck, and OFA will go on the power play, as he had his man tied up a little bit too well.
Chilton had his man tied up a little bit too much, so he's going to be called for hooking, so OFA will go on the power play.
This is a very important power play for the Blue Devils. And, of course, conversely, an important chance to kill one off for Massena. 13:28 left to go here, period number 3. Our score remains 2-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. Face off in Massena territory. Edwards will take the draw against Garvey. Garvey out there with Farron. And let's see here. Hummel's playing the point along with Hansen. And off the face-off, it comes to Dion. Dion around the boards. Hansen kicks in. He can't control it. Took a funny bounce, and Tayo says, I'll carry it out of there. He carries it to the red line, dumps it into OFA territory. In behind the net, picked up by Hansen. Latham's the other forward. Hansen, long headman pass for Hummel. Hummel dumps it deep in Massena territory, in behind the net. It comes to Dion. Dion around the boards. Hansen pinching in, drops it back to Hummel. His shot from the point, knocked down in front. Tayo gets a whack at it, and it goes all the way down the ice.
That shot never got through. It was deflected by one of the defensive players in front of Greg Jeffries.
Now the puck back the other way. Here comes OFA. Farrand across the blue line, shot right on. Jeffrey makes the save with a stick. Into the corner it comes. After it there is John Farrand, and he can't control it. Dion steals. Here comes Tommy Dion, wasting time. Oh, feeds it ahead for McQuaig. A little bit too far. McQuaig chases it down in the corner, in behind the net. McQuaig's got it, taken out of the play. The puck comes free, and Hansen picks it up with 25 seconds left in the power play. His pass intercepted by Dion. Feeding ahead for McQuaig. Here comes McQuaig. Drop pass to Dion. Dion's shot knocked down nicely by Hummel. And Hummel brings it back the other way, a 3-on-2 for OFA. Here's Hummel. Gets the shot off. Center's pass goes to Hansen. We have a whistle.
I'm not sure what that whistle was for.
Barr is down.
Rob Barr is hurt in the net, but the puck had already gone down into the Massena zone. In fact, OFA had control of the puck. But it looked like Barr was hurt, and the referee in back, who was Mike St. Louis, apparently saw he was hurt and blew the whistle. Although it was a tough time for OFA as they're on the power play. They had control of the puck, and they possibly had a pretty good shot at net. But the whistle did blow because of the.
I think that they have to blow it immediately upon an injury, no matter where the puck is.
Barr was down on the ice. It isn't as if he was really down on the ice, but right now he's back up. Really, that was sort of a tough break for OFA, Jerry.
Boy, I guess so. They had a 3-on-2 in the Massena territory. They were controlling the puck. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Dion. Dion drops it. Whalen can't get it down the ice. It comes in the zone. Drop pass through the middle. They jam for it in behind the net. Centering pass. Jeffrey gets a stick on it and leaves it. Tayo trying to slide it out of there. Penalty is up as the puck comes back to the blue line. Alberto takes the shot. Deflected right on. The save made, and the puck controlled by Whalen. He slides it out to center ice. Big chance for the Blue Devils. Whalen throws a check. Edwards picks it up and dumps it deep in OFA territory. Boy, I'll tell you, the Blue Devils came close that time. Here comes Alberto lugging the puck down the ice. Alberto takes it across, slides it into the corner. Chilton goes after it, sticks it after it again. He loses it, puck in front, jammed right on, shot, save, the rebound. Jeffrey's got it underneath him, I think. And a big save again for Greg Jeffrey as the Blue Devils getting a couple of good chances here.
I tell you, they're playing with a lot more intensity right now. I think they realize that they need a goal pretty quick here in the third period. And I'll tell you, they're playing like they need a goal. They're putting a little pressure on Massena. Greg Jeffries having to come up with a couple pretty good saves here in the early part of the third period. Massena leads by a score of 2-0.
Burke's line out there now. And it's going to be Huco's line. Off the face-off. Here's a quick shot. Saved by Jeffrey. And the puck comes to Chilton. Chilton lugs it ahead out to center ice. Hansen's got it. Hansen along the boards, taking it across Farron. He's met at the blue line by King. Gets up again, takes it in the corner, centering pass in the slot. Paquin's got it. He loses it, gets it back again, steps by a check and carries it to center ice. Here comes Paquin. Paquin kept the head up that time. He's taken out of the play by Farron. That's a good play by Billy Farron. Now the puck in behind OFA territory, moving it out. Here come the Blue Devils. Puck stolen by Parker. Parker has it in turn poked away. Paquin gets a piece of it back out to center ice, and it comes to the Massena blue line. King is there. King bangs it off the boards. Out to McQuaig. McQuaig takes it across the blue line. Centering pass across ice. Here's Hart, short side shot. Save made. And falling on top of it, Rob Barr. And again, you see Matt Hart heading for the net.
Oh, he sure was. I tell you, he took a pass across the ice pass right on his stick. Came in. Of course, he shot from a sharp angle, but he got the shot off. And Rob Barr had to make a big save for OFA. I think that's the first save he's had to make here in the third period.
McQuaig's line out there now. And it's McDonald's line for OFA. Off the faceoff. Puck in the slot. They jam for it. Back to the point and out. Dion couldn't quite keep it in. He comes back for it. Here's Dion. Headman pass intercepted by Alberto. Alberto feeds it back to the Massena blue line. Hurlbut comes back for it for the Raiders. Hurlbut feeds it around the boards for Hart. Hart trying to slide it out of there, comes back to the blue line, kept in, comes to Alberto. He winds his shot, the save made by Jeffrey, and the rebound. McQuaig starts out. Here's McQuaig breaking down the right side, shovels it ahead. The puck comes back to the red line. Whalen follows up. He takes it across the lane. Penalty on OFA. Whalen shot. He fired it wide. Around the boards it goes, and it's touched by OFA, and Massena will go on the power play. Holding the call, and it's going to go against Randy Garvey of OFA with 9:50 left to play in the third period. Massena still on top 2-0.
Well, this will be the fifth power play for Massena, the first one here in the third period. If Massena, I think, can get a goal here, I think they put this game away, Jerry.
Hurlbut, McQuaig, and Hart, Dion and Chilton. Humel comes out, take the face-off. He'll be up with Frederick, and it's going to be Hansen, I believe, and Farron. Puck dumped down the ice into Massena territory, in behind the net. Dion, and let's see here. That's Humel going after it. Puck poked free. They jam at it right in front. Short side shot saved by Jeffrey. The rebound. Whoa, McQuaig. That was close. Headman pass goes to Hart. Too far. Comes back to Hansen. He doesn't get it out of the zone. McQuaig keeps it in. McQuaig moving along the boards, trying to slide it. Dion pinches in, comes into the slot. Hurlbut takes a whack at it. Now Dion feeds to Hart. Hart shot just wide as McQuaig was there trying to deflect. Now the puck dumped down the ice, and it comes in behind the Massena net, and Chilton goes back for it. Chilton whistles it around the boards for Dion. Dion bangs it back to Chilton, comes in the back of the net. It's tied up there, and we'll have a face-off in Massena territory with 42 seconds left in the power play. 9:02 left in period number 3.
John Frederick almost had himself a short-handed goal as he picked that puck up behind the net, came around the net, and took that quick shot on Greg Jeffrey, but Greg Jeffrey came up with the big save. Right now, it's face-off in the Massena zone. We got 42 seconds left in the penalty to OFA. Massena's on the power play.
Edwards will be out there now as the second unit comes on. Off the face-off, the puck back to the blue line, out to center ice. Tile has it poked away, gets it back again, goes by a check. He is knocked down. The puck comes free, and the Blue Devils come back the other way. Here's Farron. Farron gets by one. Here's Farron's shot, saved by Jeffrey. The rebound goes in the corner. Jeffrey's come up big here in the third period.
That was a big save right there by Jeffrey.
Here comes Sovey now, carrying it the other way. Drop pass for Edwards. Edwards trying to get by a check. The puck slides free. Sovey comes back, picks it up. Back to the point. King shot. Right on the rebound. Big save in the net.
It's in the goal. I think Edwards.
I think Mickey Edwards got the goal.
I believe Edwards got the goal, but I'll tell you, the shot was made by Darren King. Took the shot from the right point. He kept it low against the pads. Rob Barr could not cover up. Edwards is right in front. Knocked it in for the goal. Massena scores their third power play goal of the evening. The Edwards from King, and I'm not sure who picked up the other assist. Massena goes ahead 3-0.
Boy, has the power play been big or what? Yes, Paul.
Overtime in Canton.
So they're going into overtime, tied at 3 over at the Canton Pavilion. Sovey got the goal. Edwards and King picking up the assist. So Seth Sovey picks up his third goal of the year, maybe his biggest goal of the year so far. And here comes Hansen across the Massena blue line. Dion picking him up in behind the net, rubs him off the play. Dion slides it along the boards, picked up by the Blue Devils again. Dion coming in to try to help out. He's got the puck. Now circles it, steps by a check, and he's got it. I'll tell you what, Dion played well in this game. My goodness. Across the blue line is Paquin, drop pass to Parker. Parker stops, has it poke checked away, and here come the Blue Devils again. McDonald. McDonald dumps it in the Massena territory. In behind the net is Whalen. Whalen around the boards for Paquin. Paquin taken out of the play. Puck comes back to Dion. Here's Dion stopping, gets by a check, feeds it ahead to Paquin. Paquin looking, now he takes it out himself with 7.5 left to go third period. Paquin's headman goes deep in OFA territories. Massena wants a line change. Here comes Latham, can't get it out. Now he does, out to center ice. The puck poked free. Here comes across the blue line, the Blue Devils trying to get the shot off. It goes into the corner. Hard check thrown by McQuaig, trying to tie the puck up. It slides along the boards. There's the whistle, and we'll have a face-off with 7:15 left to play in period number 3, and the Massena Red Raiders up 3-0.
That goal was given to Sovey. Both Sovey and Edwards were right in front. I thought Edwards got the shot off, but apparently Sovey did. So that'll read Sovey from King and Edwards. So Seth Sovey, picks up a big goal here tonight. That puts Massena ahead 3-0.
Hugo will take the face-off against McQuaig. Off the draw, the puck comes to King. King in behind the net now, whistling it around. Oh, took a funny bounce, and King has to follow himself. Long headman pass meant for Hurl, but a little bit too far. Ed Alberto gets there first. Out to center ice. Hart gets a piece of it. Taken away from him by Hugo, and he dumps it back into Massena territory. Jeffrey stops it. Feeds it along the boards for King. Right front shot. Jeffrey makes the big save. The rebound back to the point. Here's a shot. Goes wide. And OFA missed a dandy of a chance there as the puck misplayed a little bit. Now the puck comes free. They jam at it. The shot goes wide. Puck into the corner. Hart throws a check. Ties the puck up. Says, let's tie it up right there, and we'll get a change here with 6:37 left to play in period number 3. Massena leading 3-0.
You know, I'll tell you, every time OFA has got the chances, you know who was there? Greg Jeffrey was there to make the save.
He's made some big saves.
I'll tell you, OFA has had not a lot of chances, but they've had, 4, 5, 6 good chances every time Greg Jeffrey's in position to make the save and has made the save, especially this third period.
Humel will take the face-off now. Let's see Edwards line out there for Massena. 6:37 off the draw. Puck in the slot, bounced back to the blue line, kept in there, in behind the net. Whalen after it. They center it, back to the point. Here's a shot knocked down, out to center ice. Pio doing a good job there. Hansen sliding it back into Massena territory. There's Tom Dion. Headman, we got a delay penalty. I didn't know if they saw that one or not. Apparently they did, and Massena has the puck, and they're going to have the power play in a moment. Down the ice it comes. Sovey just dumps it into OFA territory. Or wait a minute, that was a delay offsides. I'm sorry. I thought he had called the penalty, but that was not the case. Now the Blue Devils break back the other way. 6 minutes. Humel loses it at the blue line. Frederick follows up, gets the shot off, deflected in front. Mickey Edwards after it. He controls it in the corner. Dumps it back for Whalen. Whalen just whistles it around the boards. Hansen keeps it in behind the net now. After it, Frederick, he and Dion jam for it. Dion picks it up, steps by a check, kicks it ahead, slides it back to the blue line. Here's an opportunity, knocked down by Edwards. Out to center ice. About 5.5 left to play here in the third period. Hansen circling in his own end. Out to center ice. Here comes Lathan. Has it poke checked away by Burke. Burke waits. Has a little trouble with it. Now bounces it around behind the net for Chilton. Chilton, headman pass to Paquin. Here comes Paquin. He's got a little bit of opening here. Paquin gets the shot off. It's gloved by Barr. He leaves it behind the net. Now the puck side of the net. Barr says enough of this. And he jumps on top of it as the OFA defenseman kind of misplayed it. And Massena forces a face-off in OFA territory with 5:10 left to play in the third period.
That Paquin shot was a little bit wide anyway. It would not have gone in. However, Rob Barr got a glove on it, forcing the face-off in the OFA. And 5:10 to go, Massena 3, OFA 0.
Burke's line out there. Face-off against McDonald. Off the draw, puck into the corner. Alberto after it. Bangs it back and out to center ice. Here's King. Waiting, trying to bounce it in again. Burke gets a piece of it. Comes back to center ice, and it's dumped in by Lathan. Around the boards. Back to the blue line. Paquin poke checks it, but not out. Now the puck following up. It's still in the zone. Here comes an opportunity. We're going to have a tripping call against Massena right there. And Burke is called hooking, hooking, not tripping.
So OFA will have a chance to put their power play to use again.
4:43 left to play in the third period. Let's see here. Dion and Whalen come out. And for OFA, Frederick coming out there, along with McCaffrey, and Humel will be at the point. Farron will take the face-off. That's John Farron. And it's going to be Brian Hansen, the other point. Coming out to try to kill it off for Massena, McQuaig and Hurlbutt. 4:43 left to play in the third period. They are in overtime in Canton, tied at 3 off the face-off. Puck back to the blue line. Here's Humel, shot knocked down, and the puck dumped down the ice by Tommy Dion. Hurlbutt did a nice job to get in front of that, didn't he?
He sure did. He got in front of that shot of Humel as Humel was winding up for that slap shot.
Here comes Hansen, slowly moving it out. Now he headmans to Humel. Humel takes it across the blue line. Humel sliding right through the slot. They jam at it. The puck in the corner and in behind the net. Around the boards it comes. Back to Hummel. Hummel winds. His shot deflected into the corner. Hansen keeps it in. Trying to get the shot up. Hurl, but steals it and dumps it down. It's going to go right on bar. About 50 seconds left in the power play. 4 minutes in the third period. Hummel, long headman pass to center ice. They move it down. Here comes Frederick across the blue line. Frederick slides it through. Hurlbut gets a piece of that one. Now here's Hansen, dumps it back to the point, but there's nobody there. And the puck comes out to center ice. Coming back for it is John Farron. McQuaig forechecking him, steals the puck, takes it in the corner. Here's McQuaig right in front. Oh! And he had Tayo there, but he couldn't get the shot off. Here comes Hummel across the blue line. Centering pass right in front. In the corner it goes to McCaffrey, back to the point. Hummel shot, ouch, knocked down by McQuaig. McQuaig steals the puck, dumps it back out to center ice. That hurt Billy, I think, a little bit. He knew he felt that shot. 5 seconds in the penalty as the puck dumped right on. 3, 2, 1. Massena has killed the penalty. About 3 minutes left as Burke is back out on the ice. The bang pass comes to Dion, feeding it ahead for Burke. Bounces off the boards to himself. Burke just dumps it from center ice right on. 3 minutes even left to play. Now here comes Wade, who's out on the ice, I think for the first time, but King meets him and knocks the puck back to center ice. Slides back into Massena territory. Big Rob Chilton. Oh, headman right off Edwards' stick. He would have been all by himself. In behind the net. Here's Bruce LaJoy. He's tied up. Puck comes free. Along the boards, the bouncing puck back to the blue line, but not out. Chilton took a whack at it. Edwards took it away from him. By mistake, of course. It comes to King. Headman to Sovey, who's got the third goal. Sovey's got Edwards. Nice pass. Edwards back to Sovey right in front. He can't quite catch up. I think a defenseman got a piece of that on the way through. Here's Sovey. Parker. Parker gets a shot off. High and wide. Back to King at the point. He pinches in the corner. King gets by one check. Oh, a hard check thrown there. The puck comes free. It comes to Kevin McDonald. McDonald steps by a check. Starts to move it out. It's all the way to Dion at center ice. He has to wait for his man to get on side. Steps by a check. It's poke checked away. Here comes McDonald. He's going to have a partial breakaway. And Whalen tripped him up, but he probably saved a goal.
Good play by Whalen. Whalen came off the bench, and as soon as he was coming off the bench, he saw OFA having a clean breakaway. He just flew all the way across, tripping up the OFA player, but that's what you call a good penalty. But Whalen...
Yes, Paul. Yes? Whoa, 4-3.
Looks like Massena is going to be playing Canton.
That's what it looks like.
In the final up in Appleton, and I think really that's the way most people wanted to see it.
Yeah.
They want Massena to get a chance to play Canton again to avenge that single loss that Massena's had.
Whalen getting the call for tripping. So Canton beats Potsdam 4-3 in overtime. Wow, off the faceoff, puck in the slot, quick shot. Jeffrey makes the save and holds on. Faceoff will come again to the left of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Off the faceoff, puck in the slot. Hurlbut steals it. Here comes Kenny Hurlbut, one-on-one with Hansen. He says instead, let's waste time. Feeds to McQuaig. McQuaig in front. Shoot! Oh, nice save by Barr. And McQuaig brings it back out to center ice. Feeds it to Dion. About a minute and a half left to play. Dion over to McQuaig. McQuaig dumps for Hurlbut. Hurlbut back to Dion. Massena is killing a penalty, aren't they? I forgot about that. Here's Dion. Over to Chilton. Chilton back to Dion. Dion around the boards to McQuaig. McQuaig just lets it go by. And it comes back to OFA territory with 1:16 left to play in the third period. Long headman pass deep. It's going to be an icing call against OFA. And I hate to say this, but I think they've probably kind of given up here.
I think so now. They're behind 3-0 with 1:08 to go in the game, and I think Massena's got this game definitely tied up. And of course, Massena's picked up 3 power play goals tonight.
It's been the difference. OFA has played a good game, except Massena's power play has been the difference in this hockey game.
And they didn't have a power play.
No, OFA's power play has been non-existent. Off the face-off. In fact, they've had some better chances shorthanded. The puck out to center ice. Here comes Hummel, the shot. Bounces off the boards. Jeffrey grabs it and holds on. And there's a minute left to play in the third period. Actually, 58 seconds. Hummel will take the face-off. Now, Jeffrey's got to hang tight, try to get that shutout.
He wants that shutout, definitely. Face off in the Massena zone. 30 seconds left in the penalty.
Off the face-off, somebody moved, so they'll do it again. Now McQuaig comes out to take the draw.
Stan Moore does not want to lose this face-off, so he sends out Billy McQuaig, and Billy McQuaig has...
Wait a minute, timeout apparently.
Okay, timeout. Okay, Bill McQuaig, I think, coming over and saying... Okay, Massena
comes back to Alberto at the point, gets a shot off. Jeffrey makes the save. The rebound bounced out to... No, it's kept in there nicely. And the puck comes into the corner. Now Dion after it. In behind the net, he controls it, 43 seconds, feeds it over to Chilton. Chilton's going to whack it down the ice. Goes off hurl, but stick bounces right on. Well, may not have been right on. 35 seconds left. Alberto, headman pass goes to Humel. Humel back to the blue line. Chilton pokes it ahead, and the puck dumped in Massena zone. That'll be a delay offsides as Dion takes a whack at it, and it goes off the ice surface. So the faceoff will move outside Massena territory with 23 seconds left. The penalty is up. And Massena just has 23 seconds away from a shutout victory in the semifinals. Massena has played a great game here. They've been real good in their own end.
Yep.
Jeffrey's come through when they've needed him.
He sure did.
And their power play has done the job for him. McQuaig will take the face-off against McDonald, or Huco rather. Off the draw, McQuaig with it. He dumps it to OFA territory. Goes right on, as a matter of fact. Barr has to make the save. 15 seconds left, out to center ice. Down the ice, here comes McDonald. Hart ties him up. As the countdown starts, McKee dumps it in, a delay offsides. That'll do it, right? No. Now there it is. That does it for the Massena Red Raiders. A 3-0 shutout over OFA. So we will have a game for you Saturday afternoon from Appleton Arena. At least one, maybe two. We don't know yet.
This is the game that Massena had to win, as we said, Jerry. They couldn't really take a chance of, say, losing this game and going for a wild card. Now, no matter what happens, they'll be going on to intersectional play, whether it'll be Schenectady or down Westchester. Of course, that's going to be determined Saturday when they play the Canton Golden Bears.
Two and 11, the saves in the period. 2 and 11. Huh. So Jeffrey came up big in that third period. And Massena wins it on a score of 3-0. And that's a big, big win for Massena. And the Raiders played very well. Played one of their best games of the year, I think, here this evening. As they played a solid hockey game.
Well, that's what I really think. They played just a solid hockey game. They really didn't let OFA, you might say, get started too much. They kept on them all the time. I noticed on a power play, Massena did not forecheck them deep.